another video. Just want to do a little bit of an update. As you know, the other day I got jacked. I was attacked, but you know what? As I've had a few days to reflect on the whole scenario, what's happened is I've become, I'm starting to actually appreciate a few things a lot more. You know, when something like that happens, when your life flashes before your eyes, if you will, you drink a Guile Light first and foremost. You know, you start to reflect on things, what's important in life, and I'm no different. You know, to think about that situation and how it all went down. You know, the fact that I never got seriously injured, the fact that these three guys decided not to attack me with their knives, is honestly a blessing. You know, because there's probably no way that they would have got caught. So you know what I mean. So when I look back on it, I really appreciate. I have to say, I appreciate those guys for not continuing the assault and not actually resorting and escalating the violence on me, because they could have been very easily, the guy I was wrestling on the ground with, or while I was on the ground, that could have been super dangerous, and that things could have escalated, and these kids could have, these young men could have escalated the scenario, which could have cost me my life, or it could have cost me serious injury. So the fact that they didn't do that, the fact they didn't escalate it, and the fact that they didn't, they didn't resort to the next level of violence, I got to say I'm appreciative for that. So I mean, believe it or not, when I look back on the scenario, it's not an ideal situation, but it puts things in perspective. And number one, so a couple of things. Number one, I was out yesterday night, just roaming around, having a few beers, bombing around Zona 4. But, now that I've had this scenario occur to me, or happen, I've definitely been able to pinpoint and spot, where the potential issues might be. So I've definitely spotted some issues yesterday when I was out, but I was able to see it from a longer distance and be aware of it. So, the other blessing that came from this is not only the fact that I'm alive, I'm healthy, and I'm well, but I feel like I'm on another timeline. I mean, that scenario could have been the end of me, and it's not. In fact, it's only empowered me to, reflect on my life and truly be grateful and be thankful for the fact that I'm still alive, but also, what am I going to do with this next life? You know what I mean? I've been given another opportunity, really is how I look at it, another chance to make my life what it's supposed to be, and to turn into and to become and to completely step into my own shoes. So, and also it makes me grateful for not only for my life, but it's grateful for all the different friends I've made along the way, and for all the beautiful experiences I've had along the way, for my family and everybody. So, if anything, this situation's just made me appreciate what I have and what I'm doing and who I am and the people around, and these great experiences I've been able to have in Guatemala City and in Livingstone and in Puerto Barrios and Santo Tomas, and checking out the volcanoes and just life in general. I'm in my 40s. And they say, what they say? Well, Carl Jung says life starts at 40. Everything else before it was just practice. And this is when people start really stepping into who they are supposed to be and who you're meant to be. So, the fact that it's almost like that Fight Club moment where Brad Pitt or Tyler Durden he robs a convenience store, and I believe it's a Korean guy is working behind the register, and he grabs his license and he asks him, what were your dreams? What were you meant to do in your life? As he's robbing him. And the person said he always wanted to be a doctor. And he said, I'm going to keep this license. Is this where you live? I'm going to keep this license. I'm going to come find you. in 5 years or whatever it is, and if you're not on the path to becoming a doctor, I'm going to kill you. So I think that's that's an interesting lesson. If you're not on the path to yourself, if you're on the path to yourself and you die doing it, or if something happens to you along the way, that's fine, as long as you're on the path to yourself and discovering who you are. So, for me, on this situation, I look at it more as a blessing, believe it or not, and it's helped me appreciate my life, b the life of my friends and family, the fact that I get to continue and continue to pursue and to continue to uncover and discover and step into my own shoes, step into my own body, step into myself. So I'm blessed, honestly. It was a blessing in disguise. It's weird how when you look back on life and you look at some of the good situations that what you thought were good scenarios, and you look at some of the things that were bad scenarios, and then it's only hindsight where you look back and you see, well, maybe that good scenario, getting what I wanted, wasn't the best thing that could happen to me, and vice versa. Sometimes it's a negative scenario or something you perceive to be negative that actually changes your direction in life and helps and puts you on the path that you need to be on. So when something bad happens in your mind, sometimes that's just life correcting your path. A lot of the times it is. It's because you're on the wrong path, and sometimes you need to be reminded that this isn't the you need to reassess, and you need to make sure that you're truly doing what you need to be doing, and that you're taking things as they come appropriately. But it's always going to be hindsight that look back, and it could take you 10 years or 20 years or 15, or it could take you 1 year, it could take you 3 days to see something that you perceived as bad or good, how it was actually quite the opposite. And and it takes reflection, and it takes that to happen. Sometimes it takes bad things to happen to lead you down the path, and sometimes you need a bad thing to happen so you can be reminded of what to appreciate in your life. Appreciate the fact you can breathe. Appreciate the fact that you are still here and able to make decisions to adjust and change and put yourself on the right path. And that's what that's what I'm working on right now. This whole journey I've been on right now has been a journey to the end of myself, I guess you would say. Searching for myself as I'm at 40. You start to look back on your life, and you start to realize that you spent your entire life maybe chasing other people's dreams, or trying to fit in, or trying to do all the things that you're supposed to do to be successful, trying to get the brand new car, trying to get the brand new house, trying to get the good job, trying to show everybody how great you are, and showing the whole world, look how great I am. And then as you get to 40, and you start to realize that it doesn't matter what the whole world thinks about you, and it doesn't matter if you have all these possessions. It doesn't matter if you got the nicest car or the nicest house. If you're not actually true to yourself, and you're not stepping into who you truly are, and if you step into who you truly are, and you walk the path that you're meant to walk, that's going to be the path to true sustainable contentment and joy. I find that with all the successes I've had in my life, from working at a job and getting a high level job at the bank, and being the head of this, or senior director of that, or director of this, and having the title, and having making all the money and all this stuff, and then realizing that the title doesn't make you happy, the money doesn't make you happy, the condo doesn't make you happy, the beautiful woman doesn't make you happy. When is it? And on all the little successes along the way, these things, getting, huge bonus checks and stuff like that, I realized that doesn't really matter. That's like a temporary temporary happiness or temporary joy. You know, it's fleeting and it's unsustainable, because you could sit there and after you achieve one acolyte, or after you achieve one success and another success and another success, you know, ask the rich people how happy they are. How many super rich people have you met that are very happy, that are living their lives appropriately, that are treating people with respect, and that are truly themselves? Obviously, there's some people that are, but you'll find, like I remember watching a rapper, I forget his name, and he said the worst thing about being rich and famous is having to hang out with wealthy people, because wealthy people are so uninteresting. All they have to talk, so a lot of them, all they have to talk about is the possessions that they have, or the money they got, which they're terrified to lose, and the clout they got, and the clothes they got, and everything they got, except for themselves. They have all the riches in the world, except for they don't know who their own selves are. And what's the point of having all the riches in the world if you don't even know who you are? If you don't even know what you're meant to do on this planet, or what you're meant to do in this life, or what you're meant to do, and who you're meant to become. If you haven't started searching inside to decide and figure out who you are, because you're not going to find who you are out there. It's going to take you searching inside your heart, inside your being, inside your soul, whatever you want to call it. You got to search inside to find out who you are. And in my opinion, the whole purpose of life, the reason why you're here, is to discover who you are, and to step into your shoes, and to step into your body, and step into who you're supposed to be. Some people say that you're a mind with a soul, but the other people say that you're a soul with a mind, or you're a soul with a body, or you're a mind with a body. However you want to look at it, whatever animates this machine, or whatever animates this body, whatever you call it, the thing that goes away when the person passes on, that no longer animates the body, the thing that allows you to breathe and gives you life. There's a purpose. Everybody here has certain talents and unique gifts that they have to offer the world. And the whole point of your life is to discover those gifts and to hone those gifts. And if you see other people that have truly found their gifts and found out who they are, you're also to encourage them and help them discover and help them continue on the path to truly help them discover their true talents and their true gifts. So when I reflect on what some people would call a very traumatic or scary scenario, I actually am not looking at it as traumatic or scary. I am looking at it more like a blessing, because it helped reinforce to me and helped recenter me, brought me back down to earth, and helped me to start to understand what do I need to, to appreciate things, and to really to look at and to really forget things that don't really matter. At the end of your life, are you gonna be remembered for how much money you had in your bank account? Are you gonna be remembered for, oh, look at Matt Ross, that guy really followed the rules. He really showed everybody how great he was at conforming to what everybody else thought he was supposed to be? Or are you going to be remembered as somebody that was truly unique, somebody that was truly themselves, and somebody that when you walk down the street, people knew who the fuck you were? That's Matt Ross. When I walk down the street, people know it's me. It's Matt Ross. Well, maybe not here in Guatemala City, not yet. Some people probably do. But expressing your unique self and not caring or giving a fuck what anybody thinks about you, as long as you are doing what you are meant to do, and you're stepping into your own shoes, and you're stepping into to who you're meant to be and who you're supposed to be, fuck everybody else. Everybody else can fuck right off, because they don't know who you are. They don't know what your values are necessarily. They might. If you're living your life appropriately, they'll know. They'll know you can't be bought. So next time if you're out walking, you're out talking, you're out doing whatever you're doing. Feel free to just express yourself exactly how you want to express yourself. And don't be afraid. Don't be afraid to tell people what you really think. And I'm not saying that go around and get my hot tub. I'm getting my hot tub filled up right now. Can you see this? Get my jacuzzi filled up. Then I'm going to turn it on. But don't be afraid to tell people what you really think. Or if you disagree with somebody, don't be afraid to disagree with them. And don't be afraid for people to dislike you. Naturally, the more you are, the closer you are to being yourself, the more people are going to like you. You're going to attract people because you're going to be your authentic self. But you're also gonna cause people to be jealous of you, and they're going to try to attack you and tear you down, which is fine. That's okay because it doesn't matter. So as I reflect here, as I'm sitting in Guatemala City and I'm reflecting on my life, and I'm reflecting on different things, on this unique experience that happened to me, and has happened to many people, not happened to me, that helped me correct my path. I'm reminded to be grateful. Be grateful for this life. Be grateful for this opportunity. And be grateful that I'm out here exploring the world, exploring myself, and truly, truly living as myself. So everybody out there, I know you probably don't watch a lot of you guys don't watch the end of the video. That's fine. I get it. It's a long time. I could sit here and rant all day, 16 minutes long. That's okay. I'm going to keep on putting these videos out. I encourage all of you people out there, start your own YouTube channel if you get a chance as well. Or start something creative if you feel like it, I also encourage you to write a journal. If you want to start, if you're like, I don't know who I am. I don't know what my passions are. I don't know anything about myself. Start writing a journal every night. Write a journal about how your day was going. Write a journal about your thoughts. And and then as you start writing that journal, you're going to start finding what really, when you start thinking about your day and you start saying, oh, I really enjoyed this. Or I really like doing this. This is how you're going to discover what you're truly passionate about and what you truly should be pursuing in life. And it'll help you discover who you are. So start a journal. And, that could be writing in a journal down. That could be just doing your own, at the end of the day, just doing your own journal on a video chat for yourself. You don't have to share with anybody, or you could do a talking journal on a note, whatever you find easiest. But I'm telling you right now, reflecting on your day, it's going to help you discover what some of your passions are, what you really truly care about in life, and what truly matters to you. And once you discover that, then you can start putting yourself on the path towards that. So that's it. That's all I have to say today. But all I would say is, today I would just ask anybody that's listened to the end of this video, list 5 things, 2 things, 3 things that you're grateful for. And every morning wake up and think about what you're grateful for. And I think that's important. Being grateful for grateful in life. It helps you get through all the tough times and helps you reflect on what's really truly matters, and helps you reflect on and become who you're meant to be. I'm Matt Ross. I'm the Lone Wolf.